Nothing better's on its way. Oh, what a yummy start with honey nut pukas. Honey nut pukas.
They're edible.
How can the heart truly want what the mind can never possess? And just like the tide, he was gone. Puka, the new fragrance from this ship.
Puka GT. Bleeding through the cars, burning up the streets. Puka GT. For who fury that you just can't beat. He's dodging the bomb and he's hitting the gas. He's the golden crack and the head of the class. Puka GT.
Puka!
Watch the Super Bowl together. Kim has remained tight-lipped about her new beau, but Puka had this to say.
The Puka GT experience.
I don't know, man. I think ivermectin is more than just medication for goats.
Live from New York City, it's time for...
Good morning everyone, how are you doing? I'm Clark and you are watching Puka GT and we're here for some more Gran Turismo 7 racing at Daily Race B Brands Hatch, not Grand's Hatch. How are we all doing this morning? Let me just open up my chat window here. So yeah, second stream of the week already and it's only Wednesday. Yesterday was good fun. So this is such a short course. The quali didn't take me too long to come up to speed on. I was able to get racing within the first hour and we had, how many was it? 4, 5 races I think it was. Mixed results, starting on pole each time. Couldn't hold on to it though. So had a bunch of second place finishes and a couple of races where I just got rammed off the road early and then just had to fight for a points finish. But either way, the racing is a lot of fun, even though overtakes are hard. Some of the driving standards are a little lower than they'd be on other tracks. Not as much room for errors. And I also have to be a little more aggressive than I like on this track, which isn't my favorite, but yeah, is what it is. So we fell down from B rank last week to C rank. I'm right now after the podiums yesterday, just on the cusp of going back again, probably after one more podium today. So we'll see how that goes. Aside from that though, just kind of want to take it easy this morning. Have a bit of fun with it. I'm very, very close to getting under 48 seconds with my quali time. So I'm probably going to spend about half an hour now working on that. Then we'll dive into some races once I'm up to speed again. I'll swap over to my main view here. So we got it all loaded up. F1M Plays, how you doing, man? Good to see you at this early hour. And let's take a look at our leaderboard. So my time actually still has me in top 6-ish% of all time, of all people who've set times. So that's normally good enough to get pole pretty much most of the way through B rank. But I had an optimal of under 48 yesterday. I want it. I want to enter the top 1,000 times for pretty much I think only the second or third time I've ever done it, and I know I can do it, so I'm gonna spend a bit of time working on that this morning. We got a Carrazza with a new fastest. How are you doing, F1M Plays? You looking forward to the endurance race next week? Yeah, I don't know. Can you call it 2-hour race an endurance week? An endurance race? I think by Gran Turismo 7 standards you probably can. Okay, got our ghost loaded. Let's dive into this, so. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it personally. Never done a 2-hour race. I've done a couple of 1 hours, so it'll be a bit of an experience, all right. Ah, it's too eager there. Not a bad first attempt. Pretty close to my optimal there already. I just noticed though, I don't think I've set my brake balance yet. I felt it a bit there. Yeah, I'll need a refresher on it. I'm okay at Red Bull Ring. I'm good on an individual lap. Where I need to be careful is I'm also relatively incident prone there. Particularly turn 1. Mixture of going too deep and getting a penalty, or hitting that inner curb wrong and bouncing the car around. So yeah, I'll need to practice my consistency at least. But I know the track layout quite well, and overall I do actually really like it as a track. I like the flow of it. If I had a first choice, it probably would have been Spa, but he's already hosted that race. I think it was about a week or 2 ago, so need to do something fresh for his channel too. I'll be in the Subaru WRX. It's my favorite one for Red Bull. Every time there's been a daily there, that's what I've used, and I've really liked it. You know me, I'm not the biggest fan of that Porsche. It doesn't agree with me. But I believe it's going to be as equally as competitive. It's just doesn't suit my driving style as much. Scotland are in the World Cup, aren't they? Yeah, are you excited for that, or do you follow football at all? to remember to keep it on third there. Somebody in the chat suggested that to me yesterday, and it actually worked out well. Even though one of the top times that I've been reviewing the replays of, I'd shifted up to fourth there, it does actually seem faster to keep it on third, at least for me. Play at 2 AM on Sunday morning. Will the pubs open for that, do you think? Still shifting up to fourth there out of habit. Just need to be up by 3/10 here and I'll be happy. Shifted up again by accident, and I was up by what I needed. Let's see, yeah, they are open till 4:30 AM and King Charles has given us a bank holiday on Monday to recover from the hangover. Nice. Who's your opening match against? Dennis Hemmel, been a while. How you doing, man? I'm doing good. Trying to set a new best quali time here before I jump into the dailies. I'm getting close. I'm getting really close. I just want to get under 48. You can see my optimal there is sitting at 47.985 already, and I'm only on my first 11 laps of the day, so it'll come. Opening match against Haiti. I actually have no idea what standard their football team would be, but I'm guessing not great. Yeah, it was only pointed out to me the other day. I hadn't thought about it, but Ireland haven't been in a World Cup since 2002. 24 years. Like, that's a full generation of kids that have grown up without the hope of World Cup dreams. It's really sad. Because, like, Ireland had how many? 3 World Cups before I was even 17. So, for me, it was just like the standard. Oh, yeah, of course we get into the World Cup. It's a big upset when we don't. Wrong I was. Sorry, let me pause for a sec. Spud, sorry, didn't see you there, man. How you getting on? Spud says, Red Bull Ring only has 7 corners. Should be a good one for everyone, I think. Yeah, particularly over 2 hours. You fall into a flow quite quickly on that one, I think. And Dennis says, I'm doing good also. Less on YouTube because I started reintegrating again at work. After 8 months sitting at home with the burnout step by step. Very interesting, dude. Very congrats on getting back on the horse. That's some serious good going, man. I went through a very similar thing back in September, although instead of me being on sick leave or burnout, because I had taken steps to in the past to kind of like seek out with that sort of stuff, I just realized the job was the problem and I quit and I walked out. Luckily I have a lot of savings, a lot of comfort, but don't have any debt, so kind of okay to just take it slow for a while now and decide what I'm doing next. But I've been kind of helping out some local businesses with their digital marketing. I've been teaching guitar. I've been just doing bits here and there, but nothing solid yet. Probably going to start my own business, but for the moment I'm just enjoying being a dad. Yeah, 98 was the last time we qualified. Growing up, we always seemed to qualify. Scotland haven't been in it since 98. That surprises me. I'm almost sure I'd seen them in one more recently than 98. Must have been European Cups. But that being said, I haven't really followed football much since about kind of 2010. I watch the international games Ireland plays and that's about it. But best of luck to you, Dennis. That's really good going, man. Yeah, do you mind me asking what industry you're in? If it's burnout, I'm assuming tech, because it seems so common in that industry. Yeah, you're in the Euros, yeah. Nope, same here. I've been very creative my last couple of months, but I need to be patient. That's, yeah. One step at a time, as they say. For me, it was actually, I would describe it as being more along the lines of a midlife crisis as opposed to just straight up burnout. Because my job wasn't stressful, but it was boring. It was really, really boring. Not for everyone involved. I'd say a lot of people were interested in it who I worked with, but I had no interest in it. And I just found every day dragging. And to get to like that 5 PM home time, it felt like an eternity every day. Yeah, turned 39. The idea of 40 was looming close, and I just had these thoughts of like, am I just going to look back at the end of my life and think I spent most of it watching a clock waiting for the day to end? because that's how it was beginning to feel. But I've been really enjoying a lot of the last few months, but it's also not very real life, and I'm going to need to do something a bit more stable going forward, because what I'm doing now I can do for a long time, but I can't do forever, and I do have to think about things like retirement as well, and expenses with the kids increasing a bit as they get older. But the way I see it is, I worked really hard through my 20s and 30s to get myself a good bit of stability, got quite lucky along the way as well too, and now I'm just enjoying the fruits of the labor for a little bit, actually taking time to do it now before I'm old and sick. Bullet dreams shattered every 4 years. 94 was my happiest memory of the World Cup, where we didn't get in. Gel Creamers, good to see you again. How are you doing? Yeah, 94. Although 2002 was an interesting World Cup as well, but 94 was, I was maybe about 8-9 years old at the time, and just the buzz was so big going into that one. And I've some memories of Italia 90, but like I was 4 years old at the time, so I didn't fully grasp what was going on. But yeah, 94 was the first big one with the jersey on, and everyone had their tricolour flags hanging from their house, and there was all these inflatable tricolour hammers as well. But I remember as a World Cup, we weren't too impressive. We did win our opening game against Italy, which was incredible, and this insane strike from Ray Houghton about 30 minutes into it as well. And it was Italy had knocked us out of the last World Cup, I think, in the quarterfinals. So we were like, yeah, we're gonna win the whole thing. And then it was just kind of downhill from there, and we got knocked out by Mexico then in the first round of the finals. But I remember Korea Japan 2002, we got Spain in the first round of the finals, I think it was. And we got through narrowly after getting like a 92nd minute goal against Germany, and then against Spain we also got like a 90 something minute goal to bring it into extra time, and we were dominating them in extra time. Like a lot of the Spanish players were on the bench crying, really thinking they were going to lose the match. I think we hit the post and the crossbar about 3 or 4 times, and then it went to penalties and we lost, and that was our last bit of World Cup glory / disappointment. To stop shifting up the fort there. I'm just doing it out of habit when I hear the engine. Dennis, that's unfortunate. Did you have some therapy as well? I had to write and always must think about what I'm thankful for daily. I did. I've had therapy at lots of different stints in my life. First started going to it as a teenager. And yeah, a few different kind of junctures in my life I've gone back and done a few sessions. So yeah, around last September, when I was feeling lost, I did 6 sessions with this really nice chap, very helpful. But it was more like at this point, it's not my first time around the block, so I feel like a lot of the therapy I got when I was younger was very helpful and gave me the kind of tools to address how I was feeling and take kind of proactive steps to fixing how I'm feeling, or at least getting to the bottom of how to help. So it was more just me talking through my plan with this guy, and he was very yeah, go you do you kind of thing. There wasn't necessarily a huge amount of input, but it was very nice, enjoyable conversations, and it helped me kind of add structure to, you know, what I was going to do next and how I was going to recover, you know. And yeah, to be honest as well, I tried for a short amount of time, 6 months anyway, an SSRI medication, which is like an antidepressant, which didn't exist when I was a kid. But I tried them for the first time this time, and it was okay. I've been off them now for about 2 months, and for every benefit being on them, there was a downside, and now that I'm off them, it's the flip side of that again. So I'm going to stay 6 months off them now, see how I feel, and I might potentially try a different type of medication, because some of the side effects, they just muted me. I wasn't feeling sad, but I wasn't feeling as happy as I normally did either, or as emotional as I normally was. And in some ways that's good, but in some ways that's bad. And it got me into some really bad food habits as well. So yeah, I don't know. I'll look into it again in the future. But for now, summer months, it's easier to be upbeat, I think, with the sunshine. So maybe coming into next winter, I'll try something different. And you were pushing yourself too hard on many things, and the therapy really helps. Yeah, no, of course, I'd recommend it to anyone, all the time. Even if you're somebody who doesn't think you need therapy, it's like saying you don't need a medical doctor ever. Like, you know, your mental health is half of your health as far as I'm concerned, and the majority of people leave it go unchecked. Yeah, that's the sign of a good therapist, Dennis. Sorry, morning mental health session and Gran Turismo. Here we go. But no, it's good. I'm always been a champion of removing stigma about talking about these things, and I was a little skeptical to talk about it on the internet at first, or sheepish about it. But as time went on, I was just kind of like, you know what? So many of us are at similar stages of our lives. Like, most of us in our 30s, some 40s, 50s. A lot of us have families, and a lot of us men, and a lot of us having similar mental health struggles. So yeah, it's good to talk about these things, I think. And Ray Houghton, absolute legend, completely agree. Track Fury, how you doing? Glad you like it, Dennis. Yeah, thanks for opening up too, dude. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's try to get some laps in again here. Sorry lads, usual spiel, if you could hit that like button for me, I'd really appreciate it. Just a real bad entry into that corner threw me out. Drag Fury says he's good. Oh yeah, Drac, I saw your message about that Battlefield 6. I haven't played since Battlefield 3, and the last one that I played competitively was Bad Company 2. So I'm not as interested in competitive shooters anymore. Drac Fury says, I was struck yesterday by 4 posters in a disabled toilet. All the guides have a good mental state. Totally agreed with them and all, and ticked many of them. Nice. Wait, what were they saying? This could be it. So close. so close. Can't remember what you thought of them. Sure. New Battlefield 3 map out this week. You know, one thing I'm really struggling with turn 1 is the approach. It feels like I'm a little too far over to the right, but when I try go more to the left, I feel like I've turned my tires in the wrong direction of the corner for long enough then. But I think I'm losing all of the time that I need there on turn 1. I was braking too late there as well. Too eager. Okay, look, let's start her again, sure. Have you tried Helldivers 2? I'm playing it with local friends sometimes. It's absolute chaos. I played it on release for a couple of weeks and quite liked it. Had a group of friends I was playing it with. Yeah, my only thing that I didn't like about it was, at least at the time, because I know they've changed this so many times, they go back and forth and kind of like the spawn rates and the mechanics of the game, but at the time it just felt like the higher difficulty was just overwhelming. It just wasn't worth it, like where there was just more things would pop up than you could possibly ever shoot at. Yeah, Track, I've seen that one. That's not the one where they go to the theater? My favorite one of I think it might be actually, but my favorite one of the IT crowd is where they go to the theater. I can't remember all of it, but yeah, man ends up working at the bar. It's Arma Reforger. I remember Arma is like the spiritual successor to Operation Flashpoint back in the day, and I remember that first game being like mind-blowing at the time for realism. Oh, your Laguna Seca time has slipped into silver. Sorry. Yes, the theater. Yeah, I don't remember all of the episode because it's been a few years since I've seen it, but I remember getting my wife and having her watch that one specific episode with me. Yes. Oh yeah, I wonder how it would play with PC Police, alright. looks great. Okay, interesting. I was carrying way more speed there because of I did turn one a good bit better. And I think I know what I did different. So I'm gonna try to repeat it here. See, what's happening is every time I go up in a section, I end up entering the next section with more speed and not handling it properly. It's the new fastest time anyway, but not where I need to be yet. So close I can taste it. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat here for a second, lads. I'm just really trying to get this. Oh, scrub the tires. There we go. That's all we need. Lost it there in that turn. Come on. Come on. No. The tires in the grass there slowed me down a tiny bit. I just need 600s, that's it. And I can die happy. Was a nice sector 3. You'd even call it sector 3. Good. Nope. Angle was wrong. I figured out something on that final corner that's going to find me time as well now. So if I can pair that with turn 1, not mess up the hairpin at the bridge, I'll have it. Slowed the car a bit too much. Went in the dirt. More tires in the dirt here. Just a bit too deep. That's the idea. That's what we need. Brake a little earlier. Oh, I think we're good. No. So close. Just trying something a little different there. Okay, sorry, I was kind of absent on the chat there for a bit. Heading into work, good luck with the races, catch you later. Thanks, bud. See you later, man. I haven't done it, but I saw YL2D yesterday taking turn 1 on the inside with his left tire on the curb. Yes, so I started doing a little bit more of that there, and I was finding time with it. So I'm going to try do a bit more of that. I love YL2D. He his UX and design videos kind of helped me design that little subscriber bar at the top. He said hi in the stream once or twice as well, actually. Freeze, how you doing, man? Having a great day. Your Laguna time was bad on the controller. At least it wasn't a GTWS driver that won, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's just go around here. I'll go into my first race at 10 past 10. Just really determined to get this lower time. Yeah, I need to... So it's my angle of approach is what's going wrong in turn 1. And I don't know how to get it right without pointing my tires too far in the wrong direction first. Decent final sector, that. Yeah, Dennis's tutorials are great, man. almost found a lot of time there, but just my exit then was bad. Time to be found there too. Too wide here. So I'm just looking at my brake trace. I did actually go to 100 for a moment there. I think I might need to keep it at 100 just for a smidge longer. Use the ABS and start turning in. I'm braking too late. There's just like there's this jut to the right that he seems to do. I'm guessing happens as soon as he hits the brakes. Customer call, gone for 5. What did I miss? Nothing. I'm edging. The whole purpose of this first session freeze is I'm just trying to get sub 48, and I'm close. I'm really close. Like, as you can see, I'm only 0.061 off it. John event is next week. It's on Wednesday. You looking forward to it? It's a new best. Do we pick non-meta cars? No, you can pick whatever car you want. I'll be in the Subaru. It's my favorite car around there. Oh, this is it. This is it. No. Oh. Why? 1,000th. No, if I just kept it in there, that would have been it. Those 2000s will be the hardest to find, yeah. It's like I'm still finding as much as tenths on some corners and then can't string it together. Like you see the optimal there is now down to 47.8. This corner in here, I've a lot of time to find on my best lap there, but it was just that final corner was so good. I'm gonna have problems replicating it. A lot to find on turn 1 too though. I'm hoping I can balance it out. Even messing up turn 1, I'm finding time. Similar pace there. Okay, that didn't even feel like too much of a push. Similar pace at the last corner, I mean. It's the one I'm most worried about replicating. It's the better I do the bridge, the worse I do that turn there. Scrub the tires, that's it, done. So close, so close. BRB, need to get into this car dealership, make money, yeah. Earn those bucks. To go shift down there and it didn't work. Not gonna make it in time for that next race. I'm getting this. I'm not going anywhere. Cancelling all my day plans until I get under 48. Oh, come on. That's a lot of time. Yeah, I know, Drac. I'm not going anywhere until I set this time. Okay, just kind of gone into flow state here. I need to wake up and concentrate again. Just struggling with that entry line into turn 1. Can't make heads or tails of it. When I try to follow what he does, it ends up throwing the car off and then I can't make the turn. Okay, I'm getting worse here. Didn't miss much freeze, just concentration slipping a bit here, and I'm falling back from being competitive. Did I have breakfast already? I didn't, but I'm kind of a weird food schedule. I had my dinner really late last night, so I definitely won't be hungry until lunchtime today. It's not one of the Puka Drive hangry moments, if that's what you're getting at. Just keep driving, just keep driving. I might take a small 2-minute break just to get some water and cool down a bit. I think even that will make a bit of a difference. Let's do one more lap and then I'll take a small break. Just finding so much time in turn 1 there when I get it proper. too damn close. I can't stop. I don't want to break the momentum. Too slow around there. Okay. Screw it. I'll be back.
You are watching the GBC, television for goats.
Sun comes up on a lazy day, nothing better's on its way. Oh, what a yummy start with honey nut pukas. Honey nut pukas.
They're edible.
How can the heart truly want what the mind can never possess? And just like the tide, he was gone. Puka, the new fragrance from the ship.
Puka GT. Bleeding through the cars, burning up the streets. Puka GT. For who fury that you just can't beat. He's dodging the bomb and he's hitting the gas. He's the golden crack and the head of the class. Puka GT.
Puka!
Watch the Super Bowl together. Kim has remained tight-lipped about her new beau, but Puka had this to say.
The Puka GT experience.
I don't know, man. I think ivermectin is more than just medication for goats.
Live from New York City, it's time for
You are watching the GBC, television for goats.
Sun comes up on a lazy day, nothing better's on its way. Oh, what a yummy start with honey nut pukas. Honey nut pukas.
They're edible!
How can the heart truly want what the mind can never possess? And just like the tide, he was gone. Hookah, the new fragrance from Le Chef.
Puka GT. Bleeding through the cars, burning up the streets. Puka GT. For who fury that you just can't beat. He's dodging the prom and he's hitting the gas. He's the golden crack and the head of the class. Puka GT.
Puka!
Back. So, went, got some water, used the bathroom, screamed into a pillow a bit, and got a granola bar based on your recommendation, Freeze. Well, pains me to see it. Where am I sitting globally? Oh, very close to top 1,000. Alright, let's get in this waiting room. Oh. Definitely need to fix my oil. Better do that. John, how you doing? Stuffing me face here. So, I'm actually going for my first race now. In 4 minutes. I spent what I thought would only be half an hour trying to get under 48 seconds. Shaved a full 10th off my time. As you can see, I'm still 2,000th short of being below 48. So, bit of a chasing the dragon session there. Nice. We're so excited for that. A couple of people in the chat here today are taking part as well. So I have 7 have said they're 100% confirmed on my side, and I was real like, look guys, you need to commit. Just tell me you can do it and you have a place. But you need to show. And 7 agreed to that. 2 people, one actually wants to commentate, another guy wants to take part but doesn't want to take a spot from someone else, so I said I'd just put him as a sub for now. But probably need 1 or 2 more subs, to be honest, because my experience of organizing these sessions is no matter what commitment you get from people, life happens. And like, I remember we were having a coaching session not too long ago, and one of my diehards who I fully expected to be there, his whole area had a power cut right before it started, so might need to have 1 or 2 extra subs just in case something goes wrong for some of the lads. Jeez, I don't know, Freeze. I will 100% put money on you beating me. But in terms of like how that pans out over the course of 2 hours, I wouldn't even know how to begin calculating it. Like, even if I was to just base it off of our 5-lap race kind of gap, I don't think I could, because you have a lot more experience with racing for longer periods, so where I'll probably start to dip and kind of do worse as it goes on. You'll probably find your stride as well. Yes, will do, Freeze. I'm definitely going to start advertising it as a come watch. Originally I was going to be like going out to people like, hey, take part, but the uptake was so good on the Discord yesterday that I don't think I'm going to have any extra spots to offer at this point. But yeah, I'd love to get eyeballs on it anyway. Ants, how you doing, man? Been a while. I thought you would have been interested in the 2-hour event, Ants, but I didn't hear back from you. How have you been getting on? It's been a while. Have I talked to you since I had the holiday in France? I'm not sure. Great to see you though, dude. I bet you the guy in poll here will be 47,999. Oh, sorry to hear, Freeze. Okay. I always get caught out from pole on these rolling starts, so we'll see what we do. I'm not going to need much to get promoted up to B rank here. Like even a top 5 I think will push me over the line. And then I'm not sure what to expect once I go up to B rank. Although, look at this. Bar one other driver, everybody in this rank is B rank. Everybody in this lobby is B rank. Preview of things to come. Super John, I've surprisingly found 2 hours in the VR is actually not too bad. Yeah, I've done 2 1-hour sessions in the VR just on single player, and it was grand. If anything, it was fine during, and then I felt a little disoriented for a minute or 2 afterwards. But yeah, I have to hand it to Sony. They made a comfortable headset with the PSVR 2. Oh, congrats to your sister, man. That's great. Well, hopefully myself and John will have a couple more of these in the future, so we'll get you on a future one, definitely. So used to following the ghost now. It's like the training wheels come off. hate when people do that blinking lights thing for no reason. It's fine if you're trying to signal to someone, but otherwise it's just kinda shitty. Too close to the edge on that one, didn't like it. He got overexcited and went off though. So we got away with it. Okay, big gap now. I'll give him something to blink about. Steady now. Not even racing that well, it's just those two battling, they're slowing each other down, which is allowing me to get away a bit here. Slowing the car too much there. Oh, he slipped back into third. Sergio finally got around him. Oh no! Cost me dearly. He's right in our tail now. Not too excited. Slip down to third again. Final lap. Puka pole, bitches!
Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
Not my best race. Luckily, the two lads battling behind me allowed me to get away with a lot there. Quite a few errors, quite a few slow corners. But yeah, I'll take it. First win in quite a while. Sponsor, I think the longest race I've done is about 30 minutes and I need to research fuel pit strategies, etc. Yeah, that part of it will be interesting as well. And then what was Super Jonico? The 2 hour races aren't bad in VR apart from the shoulder pain, wrist pain, hip pain, and heat. But nah, it's fine, he says. Controller players pressing their L3 sticks in while steering causes flashing and it does my head in. Yeah, it's funny though, just the frequency that he was flashing at there and it was happening outside of turns makes me think he was actively doing it. Free set sponsors, we have 2 hour stints in our 24-hour races. Currently sets a limit of 4 drivers per car for those races. Take a beating to your body when you're not used to it. No. You'll have to adjust your rig, says Freeze. Or no, I'll have to adjust my rig, says Freeze. In terms of seating position, I guess physiotherapy on Friday again. Let's see what I'll have to endure then again. To see like you there in your rig, like with occupational doctor on hand, like injecting into your knee. Come on, give it to me. I recommend against this. It's going to do long term. I need to win. I hope you're all right, Freeze. Okay, we're back up in B. Cheers, John. Catch up with you soon, man. It's good turn one. Bad turn two. Not great either though. Very good. So I kept it. Also decent. Oh, we could be on for it here, everyone. This could be it. I've no delta, so I've no idea. But I've been right in the ghost the entire lap. Nope. Close, as you can see. Always a bridesmaid. At least now I have a delta to work off. That lap felt stitched together for me. Like, I'm not 100% sure where I would have lost the time. It's always harder to tell without the delta, of course, but it felt smooth. So, might have been the bridge. Spawns where it says to freeze. That's some dedication. I'm on controller, so I'm more concerned about mental beating rather than physical. May need a bit extra to give your head a rest. I know what you mean. So the knee doesn't get better. I'm just letting them remove the bad tissue. Knees are fucked anyways. Thanks, Jack. I found where the lap was weak, and it's in a surprising place in that corner where I lift. There's about a tenth there. Look here at this corner. almost a tenth. One more try here. Time fan there. Oh, could be on for it. Could be on for it. No, I was too early. I was too early. No. Yeah, you can see it dropped off there. Time for one more. There's time found here as well. I went too deep there. Yeah. Frustrating again. Again, so close. Again with the optimal under. Got all your old records there as well. What do you mean? Can anybody hear all the construction that's going on outside? Just let me know and I'll close the window. Rather not though, because it's a bit of a sauna in here. As my Finnish wife would call it, a sauna. Okay, so B rank, still qualifying in pole. Happy enough with that. The best ranks too, which is nice to see. Quite a few SRBs I've seen during the week. Gap building here. Very wide there. Just slowed the car too much as well. It's mostly that last corner where I'm pulling ahead from the others and doing the mistakes of the rest of the lap. Guess he's finally starting to catch us a bit. Oh no, my best effort of that one. Oop, bit of a nudge. And we're away. I find that sometimes when the cars get within striking distance of you, they get overexcited and they become more mistake prone. Jesse has slipped down to third now. Oh no! Get attacked here. And again. Slowing the car way too much. Just don't have a feel for it right now. And the hairpin, I mean. typically have a really good feel for that final corner, so that's kind of saving me each lap. A bit better. I just need to release the brake a little earlier than I had been doing. Let's see, we've built the gap to a second now. One more to go. Nice, 2 in a row. Do we get special number plates for the event next week? I hadn't thought about it, but that's a good idea. Thanks F1M plays. Can I get a turkey? 3 wins in a row. Haven't done that before. Gotten 2 in a row a couple times. I'm curious what happens as I kind of move further into B rank if the standard actually increases with it. I'm not sure. Don't know, because it hasn't happened too much before. I've never really gone too deep into B rank. This track maybe. Yeah, the only problem though is Freeze. I get some weeks where I have a combo that suits me and I'll get lots of Dior, and then I have a combo that doesn't suit me. So it's why I've been floating between B and C rank for so long. Some weeks good, some weeks bad. Yeah, that's just it. And that's why I had been avoiding Group 4 races for quite a while, because Group 3 was such a gap for me. Like, I know why I find Group 4 easier, I just don't know why comparatively I seem to do better, because I assume everyone finds it easier. I'm just able to be so much more aggressive with the throttle without risk of the car spinning out on you. Yeah, this is my first Group 4 race in at least 2 months, maybe 3. separate rankings. Yeah, they do that in iRacing, don't they? You get a rank per category. Oh, Jesse, how you doing? Thanks for saying hi. Yeah, I remember you. Slipped down to third in the end. Good job on the podium, though. Welcome to the GOAT stable, says Jesse. Not because they're the greatest of all time, but because of this guy.
Like and subscribe to Puka GT.
Spawnsworth, freeze, got it. Pit after 1 hour and make sure they put enough fuel in. I only ever do daily races and never really need fuel. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I wonder if like fuel strategy will come into it much. I hadn't even thought about that. Just freeze what you were saying about having different driver ranks for say group 3 or group 4. I could see some ways which it would be good, but I think it would also pigeonhole people, where you get people who get their group 4 ranking really high, ignoring group 3 maybe for a couple of weeks, and then they'd be almost discouraged to go back to it because they don't want to be playing at a lower rank. So I think maybe it is actually okay the way it is. I think I'm happy with it being split between all the categories. I mean, not split, shared. Yeah, easily happens, Jesse. I'm on my second stream of the week here, and yesterday I started on pole each time and I didn't win. I think I came second and third about 3 or 4 times. But yeah, I'll probably see you in the next race here, sure. Oh, not in pole anymore. Okay, actually have a race on our hands, finally. The chap behind us pretty much has an identical quali time, but your man up front, like, that's even outside of my optimal time. Interesting. Yeah, you too, Jesse. I'm sure I'll bump into you again today. I'll be on for another 3 races anyway. Enjoy your lunch, Freeze. Catch you after. If you can race in GR3, you can race in GR4. Yeah, very true. It's just not the other way around. Dun 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 dun. Boom. Looks like he slid around a tiny bit there. So the door is closed. A bit defensively here. Air Center is got a good bit more pace than us. The thing keeping us alive is how tricky it is to overtake here. It's funny, Matov ahead of us is a second and a half ahead, but it doesn't look it. It's funny, the perspective of trailing the car versus leading. Incident behind us was either third or fourth, went into the sand. Speaking of which, so did the race leader there. Tune center is right in our tail here. Don't necessarily mind about conceding a place to them. I just want to make sure that the person behind us doesn't catch up to me as well. Oh, come on, dude, do it clean. You've been so good all race. That's completely killed my momentum now. I'm going to concede another place probably. Oh, at least we still have fourth. Maris is actually the pace leader of the race, so might struggle to catch them. I think Airtune Center just got a little desperate there, because they had been, to be fair, very clean with me until that point, and I'd left him enough room, but I guess he just overshot it and kind of bumped into the side of me. But it happens. battling. Final lap. Everyone's going for it. I think the leader's fallen back a bit as well. Either that or the others have started to catch him. Okay, first actual race of the day. You know, I finished where I deserved there. The two lads behind me were clearly a good bit faster, so no harm. Happy enough with the top 5. Hey Freeze, what'd you get for lunch? Bun with some meat. Also known as a burger. So yeah, I could see he was catching me here, so I left him the space. Like, I thought he'd have enough to go on the inside there. So yeah, I suppose I did turn into him a bit, but yeah, just a racing incident really. I think I just assumed he was going to hug the inside more. Yeah, like, yeah, to be fair, he's like, he sees where I am and he's is that Neary's livery? Maybe not. But yeah, no, he was clearly faster on me already, so I wouldn't hold it against him too much. Oh, you don't need to translate that Freeze. We have that here. We have at least 5 delis that specialize in Zwiebelmetbrötchen. Zwiebelmetbrötchen. Yeah, no, it's the most common food in Ireland. Zwiebelmetbrötchen. I'll have a pint of Guinness, a pack of potato crisps, and a Zwiebelmetbrötchen, please. Extra meat. Have you ever tried Paddy O'Malley's homemade authentic Irish Zwiebelmetbrötchen? It's the best kind. You Germans don't know what you're missing. Ground beef, salt, onions on a bread roll. Nice. Bit of a sloppy Joe. Can't go wrong with a bit of KFC. Not good for my waistline, but damn is it tasty. Hey Drac, have you been to Kentucky Fried's Viva Metquatchen yet? It's so much better. The beef is raw. I'll tell you, there'll be very few places in Ireland that will be even allowed to sell that. I think the rule on ground beef in Ireland is you're allowed serve it on the rare side, but you have to grind it in store on location. So there's very few burger places that let you choose how well done you want your burger, but the ones that do, they have to have that criteria met. Yeah, for the most part, I just don't get the buzz of raw meats. Like, I like my steak very close to raw, but it's about the only exception. Like, I don't like beef tartare or any of that stuff. So I had a few friends come back from Japan singing the praises of chicken tartare. Ugh, no. That one actively grosses me out. I might actually be going to the Nürburgring in September for the GT World Challenge. It depends. My main plan is to actually go to Zandvoort in the Netherlands in August instead. But it kind of depends on when my parents are available to mind the kids for the weekend. But if I'm going to Nürburgring in September, I'll let you know, Freeze. Myself and my wife Lotta going over for a full weekend. First full weekend we've had away without the kids since they've been born as well. Oh, Gavin Kirkham, thanks for saying hello, dude. Jumping on GT now, might see you in a race. Nice. I'm just heading to BS. So you're about to get promoted into BS. Yeah, might bump into you. So I'm still doing 2 more races here today before I call it quits. Need to call it quits at about midday my time. Check the Discord, I posted a picture there. Okay, will do. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Nah, there's something about raw beef, like, or raw minced beef in particular. Is it? Nuts. That would be, Zandvoort would be my first choice, just because I really want to see the area as well, and I'd like to be able to go to Amsterdam for one of the evenings. Myself and my wife watched a video of a guy attending an F1 weekend there about 2 years ago, like just doing like a 20-minute vlog about the experience, and it looked like just such a cool little place, all these seaside kind of bike paths and small little villages. Ah, did you, Gavin? Cool. What's your Gran Turismo name? You said G? Just G on its own? Oh, back in pole. And Vinilon finished the last race in 4th. Managed to stay ahead of them, so maybe that bodes well. When were we racing together, Gavin? I was on yesterday as well, but aside from that, it's actually been a while since I've been racing online. I think it was a bit of a 3-week gap on it there. Gee, okay. Have you joined the Discord, Gavin? Do if you get the chance. It's most of the people you see in the chat here are on it as well. We sometimes organise the odd event race or private lobby race. We actually have a fairly big event coming up next week on Wednesday. We're doing a 2-hour race in conjunction with another YouTuber we've gotten to know called Super Jonico. Unfortunately, sign-ups for that one are closed, but if you're ever interested in taking part in anything like that, join the Discord, dude. And by the way, if you haven't yet, please, people, hit that like and subscribe. 3 weeks ago, right, so it was right before I went on my break to France. Nice. Alright, good luck, Gavin. Yes, I saw the photo of that freeze. You didn't see my face. Oh, look, there's a KFC livery just for you, Drac. Vinny Lon saying it's laggy today. We shall see. 2 Nords behind us, followed by 2 Brits. So nice and steady through that first turn. Yellow flag. I think he might have us here. It wasn't a good lap for me. I'll defend because I do think I have the pace. Bit of swapping around behind us. We've got the Brit in the KFC wagon trailing us now. Okay, we're getting a nice gap here. And we have the fastest lap. This bodes well. I haven't even been racing too well yet. Just kind of getting to that stage of the day where I'm getting a little tired, a little autopilot-y, making a few more hours than I usually do. Okay, cool head, and I have this one. Easier said than done though. Thanks, Jack. Not too deep. Horrible corner. Swede retained his second place. The fastest lap as well. Good going. Nice. It's fairly chill. Charlie, how you doing, man? Hello everyone. I'm quite late and also didn't get time in yesterday. I was a bit late going to bed, making my Lancer for the race at Red Bull Ring. Haha, nice. I'm excited for it too, dude. 8.2, wow. What was I, 3.8? That was my most commanding victory so far as well. Okay, I'll do one more race today, but then I'm gonna call it quits. Okay. Can we finish on the high that I'm really after today, which is getting my time trial or my quality time below 48. What are you qualifying at, Gavin? What time do you have on the board? .6, yeah, nice one. You can see here I'm 1,000th off getting under 48. It's driving me crazy. I was chasing it for 90 minutes earlier. I was up so many times, just couldn't stitch it together. Push. Oh, you managed your best time in the Swift. Ah, interesting. I like the Subaru. It agrees with me. Feels very planted when accelerating around the corner. You're off F1 in plays. Yeah, I'll be finishing up soon enough anyway. Thanks for sticking around, dude. I'm really looking forward to next week too. And go on, Scotland. Subaru. Sub or you. Okay, let's go for it here. Too wide. Should have time for one more lap. Too deep. It's always the way. If I get through turn one really quickly, I end up overshooting at the hairpin. Enjoy all dinner time. Good luck. You heading off, Gavin? Thanks, man. See you around. Going for my own lunch now in about 20 minutes. The old Turkish lad who did us last time. We got Vinilon, who was second in our previous race. And the third place chap there, I'm not sure if I recognize. Battle music for luck.
Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
Saw another KFC livery. I wonder if it's one of Rory's. Right, last race of the day. We have a clean sheet of points. Am I speaking too soon? I'm just taking Andy. Happy with the points finish. It can be a very chaotic race. Oh, we got a penalty. Must have cut too much onto the grass. We won't be serving it here though. If I can stay close to him without incident. He's defending. Where is he? He wasn't, but I was. Fairly feisty racer behind us here. Oh, come on, dude. Whoa! That caused a major incident. Unfortunately, it's allowed this guy to slip too far ahead for me to catch him. Let's keep the pressure on him and see if he makes another mistake. Like that. I think I might have him here. He's defending. Okay. Oh, you got it back. Nicely done, dude. First decent battle I've had here all week. Whoa! He's lagging a tiny bit. It's making it a little hard to read. I know he scrubbed the tires there, but there's a little bit of warping going on as well. What are you going to do here? Defend? He's gone a bit deep. He is quite fast. Like, I'm staying in striking distance of him, but he's got like maybe a 1/10 per lap more on me. So what I need to bank on is him making a mistake and staying close enough to capitalize on it. I can tell he's really pushing. Just why he's pulling ahead, but why he's also slipping off every now and then. At least we're staying good and clear of Triple C Racer. He was a bit spicy. Deep. It's gonna hurt me now. Just want to stay a good second ahead of this guy behind me. He was a bit aggro earlier. Don't necessarily trust him. Might have been a mistake, but who knows. Better safe than sorry. Two more laps to go. Really wrestled the car around turn one there. Oh, he has a penalty. Only half a second though, he's really far ahead. Nice one. That was a good, exciting one to finish the day on. Oh, he had a full second penalty. That's a shame I couldn't keep up with him. He was just too fast for me. Yeah, I'll take a look at the replay of that one before I sign off. It was something I did that was maybe a bit on the dirty side. It was accidental, of course, but it had allowed me to get ahead of him, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. Jeez, a lot of people didn't finish there. Oh no, maybe not. Yeah, not off. Congratulations. Thanks, Shrek. Let's take a look at the replay of that one. Wow, it's good battling at Brands Hatch. I wasn't expecting that this week. Yeah, I want to take a look at the incident with what's his name? Triple C Racer. Trips. It's a shame because it would have actually allowed me to have overtaken Natov earlier. But, you know, as you saw later on, overtaking him didn't matter for much when he was able to get around me again so quickly. And then build up what was effectively a 2-second gap over the course of the race, but just obviously suffered that second long penalty. So here we are. There's a tiny bit of contact there, but I was lifting. I was defending here against Mr. Haribo himself. Big bump there, didn't like that. Around here it happened. He ended up taking out quite a few people here, I think. Oh, maybe not his fault. Let's see again. This is why we check the replays. Yeah, that's on our Swedish friend. Paid the price for it. Triple C here was the one who made contact into me, and just given the fact that we'd contact before, I was just assumed he's just after overshooting it again. But unfortunately, that damaged my chances of getting around Natov because I was within a couple of seconds. I was within, I think, about 3-4 tenths of him here. Getting hungry, tasting the race lead, and then the bump just threw me off just that little bit that allowed him to stay ahead here. I ended up catching him anyway. It wasn't this lap, it was the next lap, I think, was where the overtaking started. This one I'm curious about. So he's defending, but he's staying relatively close on the racing line just to keep me a little boxed in, which is really smart. So as you can see, I am careful of him. Like I can see that I'm about to hit him and don't. We'll just, sorry, I thought I could move the camera there as we went. Look back for this. See my nose as I'm getting up alongside him here. As I'm turning in, I realize my nose is about to make contact. I adjust my steering and then tuck in behind him. Now, here's where I think this is open to the court of public opinion a bit. I'm fairly sure I have a tiny bump with him here. I'm not sure if I did actually. It's hard to see on the replay. See it from this angle. So you see that extra bit of braking there and tucking in behind. And then he goes harder on the brakes suddenly. Yeah, you can see it. There is a tiny nudge. And that sends him a little wide, but not off track. So I was told recently by someone that I shouldn't be conceding positions back unless I'm 100% sure I was at fault. And with that one, I wasn't during the race. I think watching it, I probably was, but it's like, it's on the line for me. Like, I wouldn't hold that against somebody if they did the same to me and held a position. Like, I didn't knock him off track. It was a tiny, tiny bump while also neatly tucking in behind him and him hitting the brakes a little more aggressively than I was expecting. But it wasn't like a big battering ram charge into him. It was just a tiny, tiny bump. I actually find it hard to believe he overtook me there. That was incredible. Watch this. He literally gets me on the outside here. It's because I was so tight in the corner. I was just later on the throttle. But that's an incredible move from you, man. That was pretty much the end of the battle. We stayed relatively close for a lap or two here, but he started to pull about a tenth per lap away. From that point, yeah, the race was his. Really exciting final race though. Very, very happy to close on that note. Okay, everyone, that is all I have time for today. Thanks so much for tuning in to our Breakfast Club stream again. We'll be back for an evening stream on Thursday. I'm aiming to kick it off at 8 p.m, but I am commuting from a karting session down in Loud not too long before, so if I get held up by traffic, might get delayed a bit. I'll keep you posted on the day. We'll be starting 8 p.m. Irish time, so 8:30 at the latest if I'm running a bit late and need an extra minute to grab dinner in between. I'll keep you posted. So that's Thursday, 8 p.m. GMT. Aside from that, back on Sunday as well. Usual time, 8 p.m. also, Irish time. That's GMT +1. What else do I have going on? Yeah, so I got the karting session on Thursday. That's going to be fun. And then I have my coaching session with Luke Elliott, formerly known as Luke Nadaro, on Friday morning. We'll be on for an hour. Going to take a look at Group 3 cars. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. So, cheers, Giza, says Freeze. And sorry, Freeze says, Puka, I have a recommendation for the 2-hour event. Make it based on laps, not timer. Maybe for next time, Freeze, but the ship has sailed on that somewhat. Like, these are originally Super Jonico's events. We both agreed on the settings. I just followed the template that he had from last time, but they've all been agreed and sent out now. So, fortunately, a bit too late to make changes on it now. But maybe for next time. Anyway, for the rest of you watching, I'm Clark. This is Puka GT. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you on Thursday. Talk to you then. Bye.
You are watching the GBC, television for goats.
Sun comes up on a lazy day, nothing better's on its way. Oh, what a yummy start with honey nut pukas. Honey nut pukas.